Being comfortable is by far one of the worst things that you can do as a man. And honestly, it's only for weak men only, all right? And the truth is, right, it's not like comfort is somehow going to ruin your life overnight, right? But comfort is going to convince your mind that being average and staying the same with where you are right now is okay and that it's enough, right? But the truth is, comfort, chasing happiness, right, is meant for men. It's meant for women and children only. All right, if they're comfortable, if they're happy, then that's fine. Take care of the people that surround you. But us as men, we're supposed to put ourselves in those uncomfortable situations in order to force ourselves to grow. All right, and it's kind of like this whole thing of going to the gym. Right, I'm gonna make this nice little analogy because I like to hit the gym myself. I'll have this nice little quarter zip on with my nice little glasses, right? If I go to the gym each and every single day and I'm pushing the same weight each and every single day, how the fuck do I expect myself to grow? Each week, whenever I enter the gym, I step foot into the gym, I try to do one thing better than I did last week, whether that's increasing my reps, sets, or my weight. And it feels uncomfortable. It feels a little risky, like, oh fuck, man, am I going to drop this shit on myself because it's more weight than last week, right? It feels risky, but in order to grow, the little analogy with the gym, in order for my muscles to grow at the gym, I have to do more than I did last week and be uncomfortable. Put myself in those situations where it feels a little risky, all right? And you can't expect to change and you can't expect to improve yourself as a man if you're not putting yourself in those situations each and every single day, right? The truth is, you expect to start going to the gym. You expect to start, that business that you want to start. You want to start praying. And the moment that you don't see results, you start to panic. You're like, holy shit, bro. Like, what's happening? You start to panic. And that's the reason why you can't seem to grow, okay? Think about it like if I planted like a seed, or if I planted a plant. Wait, am I saying it properly? If I planted a plant around here, right? Or a seed. If I water it and I check and I dig it up to check to see if it's growing each and every single day, at some day it's gonna fucking die because I kept on digging it up. I kept on checking to see if it's alive or if it's growing. But if you actually just plant the seed and you just water it, you trust it, you protect it each and every single day, then it'll somehow grow, right? Roots grow in the dark and the fruits show in the light, all right? And that's the same thing with you and your whole self-improvement journey, right? You going to the gym, putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations, you starting that business and for some reason recording yourself and your neighbors can hear you with your glasses on. These little things feel uncomfortable and it's a little risky, right? Because it's not meant for the normal average person. But like sooner or later, these little things that I'm doing or these little things that you're doing is going to compound and improve yourself as a human, all right? That's literally sauce, right? That was so much sauce, all right? But the truth is, I don't want you guys to be like, oh man, Christian, you're dropping so much sauce, bro. You're so motivational, blah, blah, blah. And you don't do anything about it. You don't do anything about it. Because the truth is, right? You can watch as much podcasts as you want to watch. You can watch as much, videos as you want, right? To be motivated. It's fucking raining, bro. You can watch as much as you want, right? But the truth is, you don't learn how to swim by reading about water, reading articles and watching podcasts about learning how to swim. How do you learn how to swim then, Christian? You fucking jump in the water. You do what you have to do. You do the things in order to learn and improve in the thing that you want to. Damn, my grandma and stuff is sneezing over there. But yeah, you guys get the point, right? If you guys really want to grow, you have to start implementing it, all right? So don't just watch this video and be like, wow, Christian, it's a nice little video you made. Actually start to implement it and put yourself in those uncomfortable situations